Subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the videos from IBPSguide.com.
Hello students, welcome to IBPS Guide YouTube channel. Today we will discuss some editorial vocabularies, and before editorial vocabularies we discuss some important idioms and phrases, and then we discuss editorial vocabs. And these words are, that is taken from, these all words are taken from Hindu newspaper. But before starting our editorial session, at first we will discuss some idioms which are very important for banking exams as well as SSC examination. So let's move to our first slide, and where we discuss some idioms and phrasal verbs. So today's our session is started with idioms and phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs, what are that? Phrasal verb means when we put some preposition with the verbs. These are called phrasal verb. Phrase means that is a group of words, and they have some different type of meaning, and which is very important thing for competitive exams. So our first word we get, that is idioms and phrase. The first sentence we get, that is the authorities took him to task for his negligence. Here the phrase is took him to task. So took him to task means, that is reprimanded him. Reprimanded him मतलब scold करना. The authorities scolded him for his negligence. So reprimanded ना लिखकर we can write the authorities took him to task for his negligence. So our first idiom's first phrase is, that is took him task, या took task. Our second word we get, that is, if I write I am sure they will fight tooth and nail. Tooth and nail for their rights. So here the idioms is, that is tooth and nail. What's the meaning of that? Tooth and nail means with all their might. जैसे कि हम बोलते हैं ना, आई एम श्योर दैट दे विल फाइट टूथ एंड नेल, जितना हो सकता है, वट एवर दे वॉन्ट, वट एवर दे कैन डू, दैट इज कॉल्ड टूथ एंड nail. So tooth and nail means with all their might. That is called tooth and nail. Our third idioms, that is, if we write he was in high spirit. He was in high spirits when I met him in the restaurant. Here the idiom is high spirit. What can be the meaning? He was in high spirit. High spirit means very cheerful, बहुत ज़्यादा खुश रहना. So high spirit means that is very cheerful. He was in cheerful mood. He was very cheerful when I met him in the restaurant. So high spirit, that is called cheerful. Our fourth idiom that you get, if we write there has been there has been bad blood. Definitely it will be the idiom. Bad blood between two communities between two communities even before the shooting. So if they asked what is the meaning of bad blood, तो bad that mean definitely it will be the negative word क्योंकि bad है. तो bad blood means ill feeling. Okay, जो thinking जो है, feelings जो है, that is not so good, that is called ill feeling. Next और एक idioms पढ़ते हैं. If we write Mohan always keeps to himself, that is keeps to. What's the meaning? Keeps to himself, keeps to means होता है is unsociable. Those who are not social person, those who cannot mixed with others, they are called unsocial and unsociable. Mohan always keeps to himself, that is Mohan is very unsocial person. So bad blood, that means ill feeling. High spirit, that is very cheerful. To Tannel with all their might, and took him to task, that is reprimanded him. Last और एक word करते हैं, that is if we get he struck several bad patches before he made good. So several bad patches. So bad patches, here it is idiom. What's the meaning of that? Bad patch means had many professional difficulties. जब persons का ना बहुत ज़्यादा difficulties चलता है, बहुत professional difficulties, that is called bad patches. So meaning है had many professional difficulties. Okay, so these are 6 idioms we discussed. In our next session again we will discuss some different type of idioms, and these are very important for SSC examination as well as banking examination. So let's move to our editorial. These are editorial word. First word we get, that is crippling. Crippling is a verb and means crippling, that definitely it will be action word. Crippling means deprive of the ability to function normally. जब हमने functions को normally नहीं कर सकते हैं, deprive करते हैं, this is called crippling. So you can say that the synonyms will be ruin, destroy and wipe out. Which the things, when the things become ruin, when the things become destroyed, when the things become destructive, that is called crippling. Antonyms will be boost, increase करना, enhance करना. Uses देखो, developing countries are crippled by their debts. Developing countries जितनी भी है, they are crippled by their debts. So इनकी जो functions, जो normally जो normal जो functions है, वो crippled हो रहा है by their debts. तो cripple means ruin करना, destroy करना, deprive of the ability to functions normally. Normal जो functions है उसको जब हम नहीं कर पाते हैं, deprive करते हैं, that is called crippling. Our second word we get, that is mitigatory. Mitigate के साथ ry, that is adjective. Mitigatory. तो mitigatory के means होता है क्या? Make something bad less severe, serious or painful. When something we try to make it less severe, less serious or less painful, that is called mitigate. जब इसके नाउन फॉर्म होता है मिटिगेशन, तो मिटिगेट मतलब होता है कि कोई भी चीज़ों को कम करना, लेस सीवियर करना, लेस सीरियस करना, लेस पेनफुल करना. सो दैट्स वाई इसके सिनोनिम्स वी कैन से दैट काम, शांत, शुद्ध एंड सूदिंग, काम एंड कैलमेटिव. तो डेफिनेटली एंटोनिम्स इसका क्या होना चाहिए, अगर लेस है तो डेफिनेटली चीज़ बढ़ना ही चाहिए, तो जो चीज़ बढ़ेगा इट विल बी इंक्रीज, एग्रेवेट एंड इंटेंसिफाई. सो मिटिगेटरी मतलब होता है क्या, लेस सीवियर, लेस सीरियस और लेस पेनफुल. ऑपोजिट हो जाएगा एग्रेवेट, इंक्रीज और इंटेंसिफाई. Uses देखो, in doing so and without mitigatory measures they encourage forest conversion. In doing so and without mitigatory measures they encourage forest conversion. So mitigatory measure means ऐसा कुछ measure जो less severe होगा, less serious होगा, that is called mitigatory measures. Third word is very common word, that is camouflage. Camouflage is a noun. Noun is the naming word. Guys, one thing, parts of speech में जो noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunctions and interjection, what are they? Noun means naming word. Pronoun means substitution of noun, मतलब the word which uses in instead of noun. Noun के बदले में जो word use होते हैं they are called pronoun. I, you, he, she, it, they, our, these are the pronoun. And noun and pronoun का quality जो बताएगा they are called adjectives. Good, bad, tall, short, few, much, less. और noun and pronoun का जो activity बताती है they are called verb. And verb का जो quality बताती है they are called adverb. और noun, pronoun, adjective, preposition, adjectives इसको जो join करते हैं they are called conjunction. And, but, yet, either or, neither nor. और prepositions होते हैं कि जो relations बनाती है, जो subject and object के बीच में the word which make a relation, this is called preposition. So camouflage is a noun. Camouflage means action or devices intended to disguise or mislead. ऐसा कुछ actions, ऐसा कुछ device use करना जहाँ पे disguised manner पे जो लोगों को mislead कर सकता है, that is a camouflage. Camouflage का synonymous word है that is facade, front, false front. Antonyms will be reality, truth and back. Much of my apparent indifference was merely protective camouflage. Much of my apparent indifference was merely protective camouflage. Camouflage means when actions or device intend to disguise or mislead. Our next word we get that is trajectory. Trajectory is a very common word. If you learn rocket science, if you learn the astronomy, trajectory, there is an orbit, the path followed by projectile flying or an object moving under the action of given forces. You can say that path, the route. So कोई भी satellites अगर है तो जो अगर if it is sun, तो ये जो orbit है जिसमें से ये planets बोलो या satellite बोलो जो जिस path में ये move कर रहा है, that is called trajectory. The path followed by a projectile flying or an object moving under the action of given force. Gravitational force के through से जब when any object move करते हैं, that is called trajectory. So synonyms will be course, route, path and track. Antonyms will be deviation, wrong way. The missile's trajectory was preset. The missile's trajectory was preset. जो मिसाइल जा रहा है उसका जो trajectory है, जो उसका जो path है, वो पहले से ही preset करके रखा गया है. So that is called trajectory. Trajectory is the path, way, orbit. Our next word that is retaliatory. Retaliatory, that is an adjective, means characterized by a desire for revenge. Characterized by a desire for revenge. Revenge लेना जो है, that is called retaliatory. So synonyms will be avenging, punitive and reactive. And antonyms will be forgiving, compassionate and lenient. Fears of the retaliatory attack by the victim's friend. Fears of the retaliatory attack by the victim's friends. So retaliatory, that is the characterized of revenge, desire for revenge. Okay. Our next word we get that is reciprocation. Reciprocal, reciprocation, T-I-O-N, that is the noun. So reciprocation. Reciprocation means interchange of acts. Acts of interchange होता है, mutual giving and returning. Then, dinner, give and take. That is called reciprocation. So synonyms will be complementation, exchange, and retaliation. Antonyms will be forgiveness, pardon, sympathy. I was merely illustrating the give and take, the reciprocation. I was merely illustrating the give and take, the reciprocation. Actually reciprocal होती है क्या, उल्टा होती है ना, 3/5 reciprocal हो जाएगा क्या, 5/3. तो इंग्लिश में भी ठीक सेम ही चीज़ है. जब give and take, लेना and देना, जब ऑपोजिट मैनर पे चलती रहती है, एक्सचेंज मैनर पे चलती रहती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड रेसिप्रोकेशन. Our next word, word number 7, that is the bolster. Bolster is a verb. Bolster means support देना, strong support या strength देना. That is called bolster. Synonyms will be strengthen, support, reinforce. Antonyms will be undermine. The fall in interest rates is starting to bolster confidence. The fall in interest rate is starting to bolster confidence. इंटरेस्ट रेट जब भी फॉल होना शुरू होता है, स्टार्टिंग टू बॉल्स्टर कॉन्फिडेंस, तो कॉन्फिडेंस को सपोर्ट देने लग जाती है, स्ट्रेंथ देने लग जाते हैं. तो बॉल्स्टर दैट इज द वर्ब एंड मीन्स सपोर्ट और स्ट्रेंथन. आवर नेक्स्ट वर्ड वी गेट दैट इज रेकिंग. रेकिंग इज अ वर्ब. ड्रॉ टुगेदर विद अ रेक और सिमिलर इम्प्लीमेंट. सेम चीज़ को कलेक्ट करना, गैदर करना, दैट इज कॉल्ड रेक करना, रेकिंग. सो सिनोनिम्स विल बी स्क्रैप अप, together, collect and gather. Opposite definitely dispersing, distributing, dividing. They started raking up hay. They started raking up hay. Hay को accumulate करना, gather करना, collect करना. Next word we get, there is a multilateral. Multilateral is an adjective. Multilateral means having a numbers or contributors from several groups, especially several different countries. Different type of members, different type of contribution and several groups जो है, that is called multilateral. Multi मतलब ही many. So therefore synonyms will be many-sided, multi-dimensional, multifaceted. और opposite तो definitely uni के साथ होती है, unilateral, autonomous and autocratic. Multilateral aid agencies. Multilateral aid agencies. So multilateral meaning ही होगा क्या, having members or contributors from several groups, especially several different countries, especially groups and especially several different countries. And our next word we get, that is overreaching. Overreaching is an adjective. Overreaching means comprehensive and all embracing. So that's why overall, throughout, encompassing, these all are called overreaching. Synonyms will be encompassing, overall, throughout. Antonyms is dominated, embraced and bordered. A single overreaching principle, a single overreaching principle, a single comprehensive principle, that is called overreaching. So these are some words which are taken from Hindu editorial, and I hope it is a very common word. I think it is a very common word for comprehension as well as close test, and most important thing, sometimes it is also part of our पैराजम्बल्स ऑल्सो. कुछ वर्ड्स ही ऐसे होते हैं जिसकी अगर हमें मीनिंग प्रॉपरली पता ना चले तो समटाइम्स हम क्वेश्चंस भी नहीं कर सकते हैं. एंड और एक थिंग, समटाइम्स ना ऐसे क्वेश्चंस भी हमारे पास आ जाते हैं, लाइक दैट इफ़ वी राइट लुक बिफोर यू डैश, लुक बिफोर यू डैश. अच्छा, अब ऑप्शन हमारे पास फर्स्ट ऑप्शन है क्या, जंप. सेकंड ऑप्शन प्लांज, मतलब डूब जाना. थर्ड ऑप्शन टेक द प्लांज. एंड फोर्थ ऑप्शन लीप. They asked which will be the correct option. Look before you jump, look before you plunge, look before you take the plunge and look before you leap. But right option, ध्यान रखना, right option will be leap. That will be the right option. It means जो look before you leap, ठीक है, look before you leap. इसका मीनिंग, इस पूरी सेंटेंस का मीनिंग होता है क्या, to be very careful before taking any decision. Be, इसको थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखना, रिमेंबर दैट इज क्या, इट मीन्स टू बी केयरफुल before taking any decision. Look before you leap. इस टाइप ऑफ वर्ड और एक सेंटेंस हमारे पास क्वेश्चंस आने का आ ही जाती है. लाइक दैट इफ यू राइट every cloud has a silver, then dash. First option line, second option lining, third option statue, and fourth option मान लो border. So which will be the correct option? Definitely ध्यान रखना lining, because इसका meaning क्या होता है? Every cloud has a silver lining means there is a light at the end of the tunnel. A negative occurrence may have a positive aspect of it. Every cloud has a silver lining. That means a negative occurrence may have a positive aspect to it. Now, every negative thing has some positive aspect. So we can write like this manner. A negative occurrence may have a positive aspect. To it. This also a portion of our vocabs as well as idioms. तो ये भी हमें थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस रखना चाहिए ताकि क्वेश्चंस अगर आ जाए तो हमें इस जगह पे ना थोड़ा सा नॉलेज अगर है तो कर पाओगे, अगर नॉलेज नहीं है तो मुश्किल हो जाता है. तो दैट्स वाई ये भी हम थोड़ा सा करते रहेंगे. सो tomorrow again I will come and take some different type of questions for IBPS PO examination as well as any competitive exams. So just stay tuned with us, stay tuned with IBPS guide, and you get every day new material for your English preparation. So till then, goodbye, have a nice day.